La puta que te parió, la concha de tu puta hermana y la putísima puta madre que te a mí parió. Ah. Oh, no. No, it was backwards. Oh. Ah.
Focus.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna lose focus. I'm gonna get it. Watch. Oh my god. Oh! Get nervous and fuck off. I could do this. I already got close to 8. I already got to 8. No, I freaking fucked up. I freaking was the last one. Oh! Oh!
Focus.
This is the real final boss of Fear Effect 2. We just didn't know it. No, it's the purple one. What the fuck? Don't swap the fucking notes, you fucking retard. You fucking stupid ass motherfucking future time.
Focus your mind.
At this point, I'm gonna start beating up my fucking head until it works. If I get some fucking brain trauma, that'd be fine. I mean, then I'd be smarter. Oh my god. Okay, that's one. Was the first note red or yellow? Oh, you always. I was at the last one. I always fuck up at the last one. God damn it. How the fuck is that 8 notes always? Come on, man. I can do this. Focus. Oh, Dios.
Focus.
I don't even want to imagine what would be the other challenges. What are they gonna be? Like, defuse 50 bombs?
Focus.
I can't make jokes because I lose track. Don't make jokes, don't talk. I'm getting worse. That's the worst part. I was starting off really well, and now I can't even get past fucking 6 notes. No, it was blue and then...
Focus.
It's... Always keep doing a fuck up. No!
Focus your mind.
But you guys are not being... you guys can't track the melody as well. I'm not... It's not just me. Because I'm not stoned anymore. I'm this close to just recording this with my fucking cell phone. You know what? I'm gonna leave a save later to do it legit at some point when I feel like it, but fuck it. It's my fucking cell phone. Fuck this shit. Or I don't know if you guys want to record it. You guys want to record this and check back the stream. I don't know if anyone, because fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done. I always get to 8 notes and I always fuck it up. I got insanely close at one point. I guess I fucked up the last guess. I should be able to write it down. All right, sure. Alright, I'm gonna start. If I hesitate, I'll let you know. Tell me when you're ready, by the way. Because fuck it, I'm done with this. Oh, yeah, this one I got. Ah, okay. There I got too cocky. Okay. Alright. This is when it starts getting tough. So pay attention, Mario. I think it was blue, orange, brown, orange, green. Am I correct? Yeah, I think it's blue, orange, brown, orange, green. Oh, thank God I checked. So if it was blue, orange, brown, orange, green. So yeah. Okay. This one should be. You know what? No, fuck it. Fuck it. Just I'm also tired of the way. I'm not stoned anymore, but I got the side effects. Well, one of the reasons I've been going on with weed is I'm 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 getting high as of late. Jesus Christ. I'm saying this to Ella. Isn't just because it's fun. It's because it actually helps with my back pain. You guys know that I have the bulging disc issue, which I've been doing exercises in kinesiology. This helps me cut down on how much diclofenac I was using because I want to drop it. I've actually been successful at dropping it. I'm not taking as much as I used to, but you know, I know this shit doesn't interest you guys, but it's been a problem since like late January. Anyways, tell me, let me know what's the pattern, Mario. I'm waiting on your signal. Well, you can just record. Use another program to record the screen. Use your cell phone. Use anything. Oh wait, I don't feel like fuck it. This puzzle has beaten me. I got very close to finishing it. I always get to the 8th notes, but it's like I always fuck up the last 2 or 3 notes. I always fuck up. I get too nervous and I fuck up. I'm tired of doing this fucking puzzle. This isn't like the puzzle at the end of stage 5, you know, the one where you have to slide the blocks. That one was fun. That one is kind of weird, but it's fun. Once you figure it out, it's really fucking fun. It's a hard puzzle, but it's really earned. Alright. Okay, so do you have the pattern? Okay, fucked up. Alright. I'm gonna do it now, alright? Are you ready? Alright. Okay, that one's easy. I don't need help for that one. Okay, that was embarrassing. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me guess a pattern. It's brown, blue, green, light blue, and then blue again. This is 5 notes. Sure. Eller, are you there? By the way, are you enjoying this? Yeah, but let's at least see this fucking Simon Says puzzle. This is Simon coming back from the fucking grave. He's like, ah, you beat Die Hard Trilogy, huh? Okay, now I'm gonna take my revenge on this fucking shitty thing. I'm gonna take my revenge. Xiao Chu is actually Chinese Simon Groover. I mean, just didn't realize it. I like how this is harder than any of the boss fights in the game. Brown, blue, green, purple. No, that's not purple. Light blue. You should have said light blue. That's not purple. To me, that's light blue. Okay, just definition. This is light blue, and the other one is purple. Always I get confused. Come on, I can do this. What the f... Alright, 5. Alright, this one. It's brown, blue, orange, purple. This is purple, and this is light blue, so we never get confused again. Because fuck that. I don't care if I'm really finding colors. To me, this is a different shade of blue, and this one is purple. And before somebody says, "Oh, this is purple and that one's violet," like, fuck it, fuck it. Is the lady dressed in white and yellow, or blue and black? Remember that shit, guys? I remember. That was like a decade ago, wasn't it? I feel old now. By purple, you mean this one, right? The one I'm highlighting, correct? All right, perfect. brown, blue, orange, purple, red. Alright. Okay, this way is orange, green, brown, orange. I fucking forgot. Ah, fuck it. The first one I think is orange. Yes, it was orange. No, it's not brown. You didn't catch the second. Okay, let me try something. Where the fuck is the pen? I have a pen, I have something to write. I'm gonna try. Alright, now let's see ya.
Focus your.
I would say. No, I can't focus on this on writing.
Concentrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna record. No, where's my cell phone? Try to record it with your cell phone or something. So it's a lot easier to look back. All right. What were the last two? Light blue and orange. I think the last two were light blue and orange. Well, I might be mixing up. It's orange, light blue. All right. Do you get that one? Yeah. Whenever you tell me the pattern, I'll wait a bit so you can start recording again. That way we don't miss anything. This should be 6 notes. Blue, light blue, brown, blue, purple. Okay. Are you recording? Before I hit the final note. All right. Okay. I think all right. This one is 7 notes, and then after this, I think should be the last one. That's 8 notes. Tell me when you got the pattern down. All right. Blue, blue, red, orange, red, purple, blue. All right. Are you recording? But before we hit this will be the last one that we could finally move on with the fucking game. All right. All right. Let me know when you have it. Okay. Green, red, light blue, brown, yellow, purple, green, red. Fuck, yeah, it's 8.
Wan Jun Kin Kwan. Fate is not defined by heaven. Chance dictates constant change in the universe. What does any of this have to do with Rain and I?
Rain fights to change the fate of mankind set forth by the One.
What fate? Who's the One?
The One, the Maker. He who seeded mortal man. He wishes to remake mankind in his own image. Should that happen, existence as you know it will cease. Ends is the final stage of his cleansing. Once the last of the unfits are cast into the void, the remaking will commence.
Can't you do something?
Mingbat Tinju, Hana.
Thanks for the help, asshole. Wait, that was Hana's section? Are you fucking serious? It was just a Simon Says game? Are you shitting me? No, it says first floor. It can't be just... Watch if there's any next puzzles, they're gonna be a fucking joke compared to this one. Watch the first puzzle being way harder than the rest of the fucking puzzles. There's gonna be a puzzle here, but I wanna see what the fuck's... What's it gonna be, this? The bravery medal, I think. Oh, no. Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix.
I am glad you have made it this far. My name is Ho Shin Ku, one of the 8 immortals that guard the threshold.
The what?
Royce Glass, your cold face cannot hide the warm heart that still beats beneath.
Whatever, lady. Now how do I get out of this damn place?
What about your friend? The one called Hannah.
She's not my friend. She lost my piece. That's all. I just want it back, okay?
He who fools himself fools no one. To pursue her, you must first defeat me.
I knew it.
For the kindness you've shown,
I knew it.
I shall make it a simple game. Roll the die and beat me to the dragon's eye. You will need the exact number at the end to win. Should I land on your resting spot, you'll have to move 6 paces back. Questions?
What, no swimming through acid or crawling over hot lava?
If that is your wish.
Look, I'm rolling.
Okay, I have to admit it. That is actually really funny. Glass is actually fucking hysterical. He might be my favorite character in this. I fucking love Glass in Fear Effect 2. He has a nice little arc. The flashback was great. Not in gameplay, but in terms of story. Fuck. Oh, so it's just... Jesus Christ. Okay, at least it was a lot simpler. This is a lot simpler. I'm fucking up, but at least it's more of a timing. It's like, okay, this was a lot more straightforward. How the fuck is it that this one is... I'm fucking up, I'll have to do it again. But this was significantly simpler than the last one. What the fuck happened here?
For shame, Royce Glass. You managed to defeat Tong Ping in Conquest, yet you failed to win in this simple game of Dragon's Eye? Shall we begin again?
Why do you have to humiliate me, lady? It's a matter of getting the timing down. I was doing real well and I fucked up. Well, at least it was fun. It's more about just timing. This was pure skill. This was more down my alley. I started to mash beforehand. I'm trying to do different timings. Oh, I was so close. But
Oh, shame.
but this one was fun. I got really close. This one is actually fun, not fucking masochistic. This one is a lot fair. What the fuck happened difficulty wise? How come the first one is so hard, the second one is, while not exactly a walk in the park, is significantly easier? What the fuck happened? There we go. Okay, this was a fucking
That was kind
joke.
of fun. Let's go again.
No.
Sore loser.
What awaits you is not to be laughed at, Royce Glass. Countless ages ago, the ancients hunted and mortally wounded an amorphous being known as the Entity. The
Entity?
fled across time and dimensions. Through chance, it found the barren earth. In hopes
This
of
was
living
really
as
fun.
others, the Entity wove its genetic essence into the world's abundant primordial ooze. This act sparked the chemical reaction that led to cellular life in this reality. And for 4 billion years, it waited.
What do you mean, this reality? Waited for what? I hate when they do that.
Yeah, he's definitely much more Ash Williams. Hey, where the fuck is Deke at? No, there's still no Deke. Okay, back to Hana. Save. 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 You really not putting any save points here? Well, if I don't know, that's fine.
I don't think so.
Oh, so that's what you use in Chinese. Oh my god!
See, your labor has borne fruit. My congratulations. My name is Len Sai Ho, one of the 8 immortals that guards the threshold.
What's my challenge?
Follow the harmony of life and find the path to enlightenment. Start here. If you make the wrong choice, you must start anew.
Okay, so I have to guess. Well, so long as it doesn't fucking kill me. Okay. How the fuck do I guess? Oh, it can kill you? You're really not gonna put a save point? Well, to be fair, the glass game isn't too difficult. I guess the solution is on the walls? I tried to see. Let me compare the signs. Are those the same signs? Wish I knew Chinese or something. Okay. This square triangle. Let me check the walls. There has to be a solution. Because I don't see. Unless the solution is really to just brute force it. If you die, okay. There are some signs there. The guys, you're really not gonna put a fucking save point. I'm blown away. Okay, the game has become officially sadistic. The game just hates my guts. It's like someone like they realize, hey, this is way too easy compared to the first game. Let's bump up the difficulty. And don't fucking tell me this is easy or normal. Like, nah, I don't believe you, dog. I'm trying to find the solution has to be on the walls. Okay, so that one was like two houses. No, they don't match. Okay, maybe these being red is supposed to be a solution. I can't believe they didn't put a fucking save point. Seriously? Why? Why would you do that? It's like one of the biggest rules of the first game. It almost never did this, and the game decided, nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck you. I remember, every time I fuck up, I have to start anew. So I don't really know. Okay. Okay, nearly dead. Really, and I have to do the entire section with glass again. Well, at least the game is hard, but every time you fuck up, you have to do the Dragon's Eye game. You really could just put a save point there. Okay, there we go.
That was
Seriously? No checkpoints? No save? Nothing? Because it's like, I hit one note, and then I hear nothing. Maybe I'm supposed to go diagonally? No. Okay, that I could hurts me. I don't get it. The sushi has to be on the walls. But it's really annoying because I have to do these. this one is easy. Just mash the button. Usually, by the time you're allowed to roll the die, you can get good rolls. Usually. Fuck. Fuck.
For
Oh, Jesus, the end is pretty tight. Alright, before I figure it... But I don't want to look it up on Discord yet. I want to try to figure out on my own, or at least get a hint of how it's supposed to be. The answer is written in the wall, so I was correct on that. There we go.
That was kind of fun.
By the walls, you mean the red walls I saw? Because I think I get it. The C's and the thing that look like K's, those harm you, so you have to avoid them, right? I think I get it. But let me check here. The K and the C, And that sign, the A and the whatever the fuck is that last sign. I get it. You're supposed to avoid that, right? Because that's why it's in red, because it hurts you. Correct? But if that's the case... Okay, so KCA... What the fuck we call the last one? KC... I'm gonna call it O. That's my little mental hand. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I get it. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I get it. I see that there is a K there. If it is what it is. Okay. What? What do you mean it was wrong? I avoided the K and the C. What the fuck? Okay, but those at least are the ones that hurt you. Oh, you have to find the notes, the sound. Like across. Yeah, I figured it out. When I hit this, you're supposed to hit the notes while avoiding the K, the C, the A's, and the O's. If you hit the KCO, you die. You have to hit all the notes and then go back. Is this an A? I can't tell with the low resolution, my bad eyesight. Yeah, I think this is an A. What the fuck? Quite a few. That one is an A. What did I miss? Is there an order as well to this? What the fuck? Ah, fuck this shit. What's the solution? Man, this seriously, what the fuck? Just, what the fuck? Well, once you figure out how not to avoid getting hurt, it's just a boring. Hello, the game getting better now. It's bull. Kind of mixed. Glass. I would say that the game suddenly got very hard. It's weird because Fear Effect 1 did not. Well, Fear Effect 1's climax was also much harder than the rest of the game. But it's weird because you just got to see the part where the game started getting hard. And I need to emphasize that because Fear Effect 2 up until this point was nowhere near as hard as the first game. It was actually considerably easier. And now it's like, you know what? It's less that the combat is hard, although I will say that the glasses flashback section is way too fucking difficult. It's the puzzles are oddly very difficult this time around, but it's pretty consistent because with Hana I had to do this really fucking hard memory is like Simon Says puzzle that's incredibly fucking difficult. They just struggle, just fuck it because it's getting stressed out like crazy. But then with Glass, it's like it's a die game. It's a game where you have to throw dice, and it's actually really fun and not that hard. And it's just really weird. It's like maybe that's the point. Glass gets the easy games, Hana gets the hard ones. But if there's one genuine complaint, that Deke is pretty much, which is like the third main character. Well, this game would be like the fourth. they didn't focus on him. He has no flashback from the looks of it. He's just kind of irrelevant, and that kind of blows. I was expecting to get more about to know more about Deke in this game, and all I know is he's Australian, and he's got the AIDS virus. You know? Do you know he's Australian? And that's it. Which is weird because it was like a character quirk in the first game, but it wasn't like really emphasized behind like beyond like a couple like someone who talk. I really wish there was like a sound to like you fucked up. If you walked over a sound tile, it was in the wrong order. Why not do that? That is actually bullshit. I know Kenyo's Australian. Actually, he was Japanese American in the first game. Kano is a Japanese name. Kano. See, and when the film came out, they changed Kano to be Australia because of the film. But the funny thing, but the funny thing is that he's not supposed to be Australian in the film. He's supposed to be Cockney English, and nobody knows about that. It's like one of the more interesting fuck-ups. Everyone assumes that he's Australian. Right when I type that, you bring it up. The sink. What? Oh fuck, I pressed the wrong one. Fuck.
One Jun Kin Kwan. The divine seed lies within us all. Some are born with it, while others must earn it through enlightenment. Alas, there are always those who cheat, and tragedy surely follows. Such were the man and woman who discovered the combination to unlock the power of the so-called Retro Helix. Through chance, their union bore twin fruit, the source of change.
Twin fruit?
But yeah, now I think we're like in heaven or something. Okay, please let me save the fucking game. Let me save the game, seriously. It's not funny anymore. There's cell phone reception in hell, but not in heaven. That's nice. Hey, look!
Your blind honor made me hate you. You sacrificed your only brother. Obey orders at all costs. Loyalty is the mark of a true officer. Make me proud, son. I am Han Sing-Tzu, one of the 8 immortals who guard the threshold. Choose, Royce Glass. Choose between honor and loyalty.
What happens if I pick the wrong one? Do I die? Fuck. Honor, loyalty. Honor, loyalty. Honor. I'm going with honor. Christ, this... My God, stop moving!
There is no correct choice, Royce Glass. Demons of our past fill our lives with regret. Only their defeat brings freedom.
Nice! Fuck you too, asshole!
Shang's demons were strong. The legacy of his defeat was indeed a strange twist of fate.
You said that like he says... You're literally saying that and the guy says that. You literally say that and the guy says that! For the fucking sake! Okay, please, let me save. I beg you, just... Oh, thank you! Thank you, there is cell phone reception in heaven! If this is supposed to be heaven, I don't know what the fuck's going on at this point. Oh, man. That was fucking scary! Memphis is put early per stream today. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I have to use a pearl.
Nope.
Mirror. Alright.
Remember me, Hannah? Or am I just another faceless victim? Those weapons have replaced your soul. Do you miss it? I am Chung Mi Chuan, one of the 8 immortals who guard the threshold. Come, Hannah. How will you fare against someone immune to your vaunted weapons?
You won't stop me.
Oh, okay, boss fight. Holy shit. He's supposed to be immune. Maybe if I get close to him and use something. It says that it was. He's immune to my guns, so I have to do something to stop him. It's a puzzle. There has to be something to use, the pearl or the hairpin. Has to be some sort of puzzle. But what if it's supposed to be like melee? What if it's actually melee? Because this is man and hand in hand. Nope. Okay, now she kicks a bit. It's fine if I die, I have a save. Just try to figure it out. None of the weapons work, so you have to use... I'll say Hannah's voice acting is pretty decent. I'm not sure if the voice acting is worse or better than the Fear Effect 1. I'd say it's better and worse.
Remember me, Hannah?
Okay. So he said he's immune to my weapons, and as we can test, none of them do anything to him. So I have to assume that there's something I have to do. Maybe use his electricity against him? Or maybe it's just a question of surviving the fight. I don't see anything to use items. None of the guns do anything. Okay, I'll try to survive. Yeah, fuck it. I'm guessing wrong. Ah, the edge got me. Anyways, how was your day, Smile, by the way? Do I have to keep dodging until he gives up? Fucked up. I fucked. Oh, again, dishwasher. What happened to your old dishwasher? Okay, let's pay attention to the cutscene again.
Remember me, Hannah? Or am I just another faceless victim? Those weapons have replaced your soul. Do you miss it? I am Chung Mi Chuan, one of the
Soul.
8 immortals who guard the threshold. Come, Hannah. How will you fare against someone immune to your vaunted weapons?
No,
You won't stop me.
I'm sad to hear that. Those weapons have replaced my soul. There has to be something. The pearl. I'm a little stumped on this. I'm surprised. This is the first actual hard fight. Okay, that means unholster weapons. Ah, he hit me. Well, yeah, well, hey, look at the bright side. That's about. I don't get this boss fight. I get the point. You're not supposed to harm him. It does not. Yeah. Kicks do nothing. Well, I figure it's okay. Maybe you have to use the pearl or the hairpin, but none of them. You're supposed to use the cellular phone? I don't think so. I'm a little confused. You're supposed to damage him enough, and that. Maybe you're supposed to run out of ammo? I don't know, I'm gonna try to run out of ammo. Maybe if I run out of ammo, that's the puzzle. Because how can you feed somebody by losing all your ammo?
Nope.
I'm gonna try that. Or are you supposed to just hit him until he gives up? Throw us as a less. You can't kill an immortal. Damn. Maybe you just have to hurt him as much as possible. Wait, this boss is optional? Okay, you can only use melee, but that's what I've been using with. But I haven't noticed any change in health. Am I timing it wrong? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Hey, the collision of the melee is fucked. I finally... Do you guys see that? I hit with melee earlier and it didn't count. Okay, so the collision is really fucking picky. So I guess I'm wrong. I guess I'm right when I said, okay, maybe you're supposed to use only melee. For some reason, the hits weren't counted because this is like it's a specific state, or there's something weird with the melee. So I was right on that, it's just the collision is fucky. Also, that is some MGS3 bullshit. Look at that, I'm kicking him and it doesn't count. Do I have to hit him when he's going red? It's just weird. Yeah, but I don't know, the collision is weird on this. It's not clear when you can hit him and when you can't. That's why I wasn't able to figure it out earlier. Actually, I did figure it out, but the bug made me... the collision... Okay, I think it's when he's supposed to be red, but it's still like, there's a bit of awkward collision, because it's like you have to be at the right spot. Which is why I didn't register earlier.
You hide your feelings for Rain within a cold heart. Be careful, Hannah. She is your source of strength. Strength you shall need for the journey ahead. I commend you. You may pass.
Help us, Li Chuan.
History has shown our meddling only worsens matters. For ages, mankind has twisted our teachings for their own selfish desires. As we speak, atrocities are performed in the name of religion. So now, we only bear silent witness and leave mankind to face its own destiny.
What chance do we have against gods?
You are far from helpless. You had in your possession the End's Cure and more. Remember, Ming Bak Ting Ju, Wan Jun King Kwang. Go now. Destiny awaits.
So you have to hit him when he's red. You have to hit him like a specific, but you also have to be very specific in your precision because the collision is a little weird. There were instances you guys saw that was hitting him while he was red, it wasn't counting. So I actually guessed it out correctly, but fucked up that part. It's funny that the moment you say you can only use melee, it was the way you used that was I want to use melee and the fucking sync. But yeah, the boss being optional, oh wow. That is seriously some Sorrow bullshit from MGS3. I'll give it credit, it's a creative fight. I just wish the collision was a little bit better. Now they put saves in for the fucking game. Guess. See this one.
Again, my fine warrior.
Yo.
I see you have defeated the demons of your past. Well then, I am Lu Tangping, one of the immortals who guard the threshold. It is time to face your greatest enemy.
Another boss fight? Oh the fuck! Oh my god! Oh shit! Well, that was fucking underwhelming. That was underwhelming.
A dark cipher is created to block the retro helix from reaching its full potential. One chance, that is all we get. Chun Sheng failed, his mind collapsed within his undying body. For over 3,000 years, he slept undisturbed within his tomb. Then, fate once again changed the universe. What happened? An archaeologist and geneticist named Rachel Kazra learned of Chun Sheng's immortality experiments. She took over the excavation and found his living body. The fool injected herself with a sample of Chun's genetic essence. The induction of a dark cipher into a mortal host usually results in fatality.
Let me guess. She survived.
Survived? She created life. The union of their genes gave her divine power, and she gave birth to twins. She raised Chun from his eternal slumber, and made him the guard dog to the shores of eternity, so no one could cross the weak water.
We did.
A strange twist of fate indeed.
We did. I love that.
The entity waited for such a union.
I love Glass in this game.
Of unique genes that would give birth.
Glass is
to
fucking
perfect
hilarious in
being
this
for
game. I
his own
fucking love
rebirth.
him.
But fate loves to laugh. And Rachel Kasra gave birth to twins, effectively splitting the perfect body in two.
So he's screwed.
Hardly. Kasra also passed the trials and gained entrance to the threshold. Beyond your reality, she created the genomic void and raised her twins.
The genomic who?
The genomic void, the repository of evil experiments. For years, Kasra tried to merge the 160 pairs of chromosomes divided between the twins. She created countless failures. Some you fought in the tomb. One became your traveling companion.
Deke?
Do not blame him for what he's done. He is but a puppet in the hands of Kasra.
And the twins?
Rain and her sister Mist.
Miss?
Rain embraced her human side and fled Penglai Shan. She escaped into the mortal world, but the journey across the weak water washed away her memories. Opposing her is Mist, who relates deeply to her divine heritage. She fights for the reunion to happen, and now it seems that Kasra has finally found a way.
We have to stop her, damn it.
It is not your place. It is between Hana and Rain. Be strong for her, Glass. Ming Bat Tinju, Wan Jun Tin.
The hell does that mean? I don't speak Chinese.
I was speaking. Okay, save. I have to admit that that was pretty funny. Like I said earlier, it's funny how Glass gets the easy games. It's like the first challenge is just throw the dice. His second challenge was just a fight. It's just pick up choice, a fight. Then his worst enemy is just you select the grenade launcher, toss like 3-4 grenades, and that's it. He's fucking dead. That was one of the most anticlimactic fights ever. It's amazing. In contrast to Hana's, where it's like a puzzle that's unfortunately a little glitchy, but it's still a clever puzzle. Whereas with Glass, it's like I have to admit that up until stage 5, the game was really good. Stage 6 started off pretty good. It went downhill in the second half. This level is like ups and downs. Some parts are really nice. Like I like Glass's game, that was pretty fun. But the other two parts, I thought it was interesting how there is no correct choice. That was actually a really nice story bit, and a nice bit for the character development for Glass. But the actual gameplay side is for Glass at least. Okay.
I don't think so. Nope.
Is that what you used the therapy?
We must hurry.
Do not worry, my love.
Oh no. And Madame Chen, I fucking knew it was gonna show up. No. Oh god, no. Well, that's how Hana
What
reigned.
if you could change your past, Hana? Would you? But would that kill the dreams that may yet be your bright future? I am Li Tai-Kwai, one of the 8 immortals that guards the threshold. Choose, Hana. This is your final challenge.
Nah, I wouldn't change the past. The past isn't the past. why change the past? We can move on to the future.
The future is yours. You may pass. But take heed, Hana. The path you chose is lined with great suffering for many.
Save? You know, I like how the last one was like super. The last one of Hana's was like super short, but it's an interesting question. Basic. But yeah, now what we saw. I don't know if I should tell you, Smile, but that Madame Chen, she didn't do pretty things to Hana. That's all I'll comment. It's actually really fucked up. Now actually seeing it all line up, it does make you feel shitty. Like, I don't know, Smile, do you mind me telling you about Fear Effect 1? A bit of, I guess, spoilers for the first game, or do you want me to shut up? Because it's actually really fucked up. Hey!
Sonny boy, I am Chang Kulao.
I didn't find the donkey.
The 8 immortals, blah blah blah. Go ahead, change.
To what?
Whatever the hell you really look like.
What's wrong with the way I look?
So now what?
You like gambling, Sonny? You get 5 wagers. The odds against you increase each time. Feeling lucky? Here comes the teleport bit.
Okay, give me a second. It was showing Hana's past. The family, her family was killed by seemed to be Triad members, and then she went to Madame Chen, who seemed to help her. She didn't. She turns her into Madame Chen held a brothel, and Hana was basically just from like very young. The tiles are randomized, have no real guide. Good luck. Oh, okay. That's that's reassuring. Anyways, what was I saying? Excuse me. What was it? That Hana, basically had what was the word? Prostitution was it? Was basically forcing prostitution at not even. I think the first game hints she was 5 when that happened, which makes me realize Hana being so hypersexual. How do I know it's not her own way of coping with her abuse as a young kid? It's actually really fucked up now that I think about it. At the same time, Fear Effect 1 and 2, 2 doesn't emphasize that much. That scene with Madame Chen doesn't make much sense unless you play the first game. But it does feel like it's trying to have its cake and eat it too. Because on one hand, Hana went through really tough shit. Where she was used as a toy, sexual toy. And then at the same time, you have lesbian makeup. It's a bit fan service up the ass. It feels a bit contradictory. Like Rain is fine, but because we don't know anything of Rain in that regards. But Hana. Okay.
Pure chance drew you into this circle. Now you are a permanent fixture in this tale.
What?
From here you shall see and experience events that you dare not dream possible.
I beat it, I guess.
The
That was
time
hard.
for change is upon us. May it benefit us all.
I didn't need any help, Mario. Okay, so that was stage 7. I guess it's 8 stages then. I have to admit that stage 7, the glass sections I think were pretty nice. the Hana sections, the first Hana section can go fuck off. It's one of the hardest parts about the game, and it's absolute bullshit. The second puzzle isn't hard now in hindsight. It's just kind of really tedious. The third one actually is a nice, clever puzzle. Just it suffers from bad collision detection, which made me realize, hey, I figured it out, but it didn't register because I still didn't make much damage until later. The fourth puzzle for Hana was a fucking joke, but it was a nice bit of story bit development. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like Hana starts off really hard and then it gets progressively easier, whereas Glass is kind of like kind of the reverse. I would say. Well, the final puzzle is actually easier, but he's kind of like the reverse, sort of. It's really weird. I can at least appreciate that the Fear Effect 2 is trying a lot of variety. I'll say this about Smile. I know you say you won't play those games. I would actually recommend you do. I think the first game was very put together. The second game, I think, does certain things better. But I feel like my favorite levels were either the second, the fifth level, or the second or fifth chapter. The fifth chapter was really fucking good. Even with the puzzle at the end that was kind of hard, I really liked that chapter. That was really good. The first half of chapter 6 was nice. It was actually quite solid. But I feel like the second half with Glass was a mess. It's just not very good. Chapter 7. Fuck the first Hana puzzle, just horrible. Fuck it. The rest is okay, I guess. It's different. Like I said, I see the ambition, but I feel like the first half. No, I feel like the first 5 levels were way better than what came after. Like chapter 6 and 7 have some interesting. Like, Chapter 6 and 7 have some really nice ideas, but I don't find them as well that well executed. Fear Effect 1 may have less variety, but I think it was much better put together. Oh, I see. Oh, that's fine, Smile. You know, I have to get back to an RPG. I was playing this JRPG called Fate Extra CCC. I beat the first one, which I felt it started off great. Had a great first half, and an unfortunately underwhelming second half. CCC is fucking insane, but I'm really interested into it. Okay.
Glass, it's rain.
Or mist.
I have the dark cipher. Help me destroy the genomic void.
Where's Hannah?
Mist is coming with Deke. We need to do this now before it's too late.
Wait!
Take away.
Stop! Don't go in there, Glass. It's a trick.
I've had enough of you, girlie.
What are you doing?
Wake up, fool. That's Mist.
You're the fool. She's been controlling you since the beginning.
No more. Rain here gave me the end's cure. I've never been more sober in me life. Now she's got the marker and the disc, and I'm dealing payback to the little witch behind you.
Don't make me put you down.
Let him shoot me. If I die, the reunion can never happen. She's right. Shoot us both. Hannah, thank goodness you're safe. No, Hannah, I'm Rain.
This is your deal. Make the call.
Just make sure you choose her, damn it.
I'm hitting this. I'm shooting the one with the needle.
Please, Hannah. She's still my sister.
How did you know?
My Rain's left-handed.
Good. Hannah. Let's get the hell out of here and get ourselves a beer.
You can't leave without meeting Mother. Meet Rachel Kazra. She sacrificed her own body to create the genomic void. And after we join her in reunification, Father shall walk the earth once more.
Okay, the game's... Ugh.
Stop! This is my battle, Hannah.
Oh wow, finally a range section!
It's time we had a little family therapy.
Oh my god, that was such an awful line. Okay, one thing else. Okay, so it's just the final boss fight then. What can I say? I thought all this shit about the genomic boy that was way too fucking much. Yeah, I think around chapter 6 the game starts falling apart a bit. Chapter 7 isn't hard in terms of the combat. Chapter 7 is just hard in terms of really obtuse puzzles. Excuse me. One very obtuse puzzle that was the most sadistic Simon Says minigame ever. But aside of that, chapter 7 isn't that hard. Yeah, I'm surprised. After there was a brief Rain section in chapter 4, and that's it. Rain basically has all of her sections in the first 3 chapters, like the first half of the game. And after that, that's it. She's gone. You don't play her again until the final fight. Deke doesn't even... You know what? Deke really got screwed over in this game. We finally get to play him in chapter 4, and that's like his moment to shine. Actually, now that I think about it, you only play as Deke in chapter 4. You don't play as him in chapter 3. You just play as him in chapter 4, and that's it. You don't play him in chapter 5. I remember there's the bad ending where if you pick the other one, I think the other ones have to all face them. So I guess that's the last Deke part. But yeah, but yeah, this Deke's section is just chapter 4. Really? You know what? I'm actually kind of mad. They really do that little. You can kind of tell by this part that they had to rush things out. They had a bigger scope, but they had to cut things down because this game was done in a year. Like, what the fuck happens to Deke, Rain? That screams to me like we have to stitch up the plot. I have to admit, the first game I think was written better. The first game I think, which is funny because I also kind of think there was a bit of a problem with they had to rush things at the end. But it was handled a lot better than this game. This game, it's really obvious they had to stitch stuff together. It's still a fun game, mind you. I would still recommend it. But yeah, I think the first game was better overall. The first game may have tried a little less in terms of the variety, but I think it was like generally much better put together. The second game I could say that it's generally much more accessible. It's not as hard in terms of the combat. You don't even need to play on hard. You could play normal. I play on hard on purpose, and even on hard, it's way easier than Fear Effects 1's hard. But I'm not sure how to feel about how puzzle heavy it is. I think it went way too fucking far with the puzzles. One, I think, handled puzzles better. I think the second game goes way too far. Some of them are really fun. Some of them are just obnoxious, I think. And I would say the puzzles come across as probably the hardest part of the game. But yeah, you know what? I think I really like despite the third stage being kind of really hard, I think I like the first 3 stages the most. And then after that, the game kind of, I won't say slowly goes downhill because it actually picks up again at stage 5. Stage 5 is really good. Stage 5 is actually, I think, my second favorite level. It's in between that and stage 2. But I do think stage 6 is the first part of it is like the last like really good section of the game. After that, it's downhill. It never goes back to the level. So it definitely doesn't. It doesn't feel quite as polished. Okay, so ow. So let's see how. Oh, I'm dead. Hey, somebody help me!
Thank you for saving me the trouble.
I like how the cursor is even on that one. Almost as if the game makes...
Please, Hannah.
Okay. No rocket launcher. Wow. This sucks. Well, I got it down to almost half her. I hit the bit. Thanks, Smile, for stopping by. Hope you have a nice sleep and see you next time. Select. Man, this. Well, at least the boss fight is harder than the first game. The boss fight in the first game was a joke. It basically takes you like 2 tries and that's it. This one at least. I do have to admit that the Hana's meeting would have been much more interesting if we got to see her talking. Oh, I almost got her. Fuck. I should have run away. I didn't time that properly. I wanted to get some shots in and then run away. I fucked up the timing. Sorry. Well, okay. Oh, have to do something? I get it. It's using the DNA virus, right? And that was Fear Effect 2, I suppose. Writing cleavage. Yeah, I think Deke was underused. It's a shame we don't get more Deke.
Discovery of the ENS cure, billions of people are now filled with hope.
You could have sold it to buy back your Triad contract, you know?
Nah, it wouldn't be right. No one should own the cure. Although I was quite surprised that the guys agreed. Speaking about buying back my contract, Jin just told me about this little runaway job.
Great! What do we have to do?
We are not doing anything. This time, you are definitely staying home.
But
no buts. It's a quick and dirty retrieval. No computer genius needed. I am thinking about bringing the boys.
Well, then take my knife for luck. Wouldn't want you to break a nail or something.
Oh!
Since we're exchanging gifts, Chung Shang gave me this pearl.
So that's why she
wanted you to have it.
What the point of explaining?
How the hell do you people eat with these sticks? No wonder you Orientals are all skinny.
Ah!
So, you boys interested?
I don't know. We'll probably end up being chased by dragons or some shit like that.
It's a simple job, Glass. Walk in, get the disc, pick up the girl, Daddy gives us some nice pocket change. What could go wrong?
Oh my god.
Need the cash. Got some real expensive girlfriends to take care of. Just make sure you cover all the angles, eh?
All right. I'm in. This job better be worth the trouble, Hannah.
Oh
Jin
no.
promised me it's gonna pan out royally for all.
Oh no!
Give me a damn fork already. I gotta stab my food.
Oh no, what they don't know! What they don't know! And that was Fear Effect 2. And yep. Overall, I'm not sure what to think about it. It's like it's a step forward and a step backwards. If I had to describe it, yeah, that's how I would describe it. It's a game that's a step forward and a step backwards. Like writing wise, the characters, the character writing is a lot better, I think, although a little inconsistent, Hana-sen. But I do feel like the end feels really rushed. Like you could tell they had to rush things up. It almost feels like they were told, "Hey, you can release this in 2002 or like late 2001. Don't worry about it." And then they got the logo, "Hey, we gotta release this in like March," and they had to just rush things through. I'm still shocked that despite being just a year, this should be a disaster of a game, and it's actually not. It's actually a remarkably solid game for the most part, and it did improve on a few things. And even tried to do more than the first game. Like I mentioned before, I really liked Stage 5. I thought that was easily one of the best parts about the game. I really liked Stage 2. Even 3 I think was pretty good. I would say like 1, 2, 3. 1 is not as good as the first level of the first game, but it's still a solid start. Music is sounding David Robin. Oh, that explains differences in music. The music didn't feel like the first game. The first game had a really oppressive feeling that this game doesn't have. Though it makes sense, because this game is almost like Wendy Lee did the voice acting for Hana. That sounds like a familiar name. Overall, it's a great game. Or no, I would say it's almost a great game. But the last part, I think, hurts it a lot. I think Stage 7 definitely hurts the game quite a bit. It really feels like You know, my biggest complaint is how Deke gets no flashback, nothing. He just shows up at the end. Deke gets so little in this game. It's almost a miracle he's even in the game. It's like they couldn't feel. It almost feels like it was weird with Hannah, Rain, and Glass, and then Deke was just sort of like shoved in because they realized that they had to make some of this. I don't know. I think the first game was better written overall. Even if Wei Ming is one of the most boring fucking characters. This I think has some funnier dialogue. Some of the character writing was better, but I think by a mile. No, but that the writing was better in the first game. I think. What I'm surprised is to how optimistic this game is, how lighthearted it generally is. It does a very interesting. Okay, I guess I have to swap this one. Glass is definitely the best character in terms of the writing. I fucking loved every moment of him. He's back and forth with Hana is fantastic. I would say it's fucking criminal that it takes this long to get Glass introduced, because he's fucking hysterical and he works so well. He's so much better than Glass in the first game. It's insane. In fact, I would say that Glass's flashback, even if the voice acting could be better, makes his actions in the end of Fear Effect 1 carry a lot more weight. Like, Glass actually comes across as a much more memorable character as a result. Because... Okay, let me see this. But yeah, I definitely think the first part of the game was much better. Well, actually, the third game was leaked. I streamed it a bit. Okay, how the fuck do I select the art gallery? I beat the game on hard. I beat the game on hard thinking, okay, that unlocks the art gallery. How do you unlock it? Oh, you have to use cheats for that? No, there has to be a way. Okay, so no. Okay, so no, the other way to unlock the gallery. Pressing the code, it's doing nothing. I'm using the code for the art gallery because I wanted to see it, but nope, it's not working. You find this. Oh, so you have to beat the game 4 times to get the codes for the fucking. Yeah. I have to do it at the title screen. Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll quit it. But yeah, overall, I would say if Fear Effect 1 was an 8, it was a solid 8. Fear Effect 2 is it initially starts off being like an 8. Actually better because it's alright. Wish there was some explanation, but still, this is pretty cool. Oh wow, they even had art of the fucking bug. Okay, let me give you an explanation. At one point, you beat this guy, this boss as Rain in the first level, and then you find Rain. She's naked like this, and she's trapped in this weird cockroach thing over her crotch, and kind of like, well, what the fuck is that? And they don't give an explanation. So yeah, that's. It looks pretty much the same as the final. That's the worst part. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. Overall, Fear Effect 2 isn't a bad sequel. It's actually quite good, and I'm surprised given how little time this had in development. Only a year at most. If that, I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually less, like 10 or 11 months. The fact that it actually improves on certain things of the first game manages to still tell some pretty nice story elements, but it's still not as well polished as the first game. It still feels like the whole glass Hana stuff is. It still feels kind of superfluous. Deke was shafted, like, wow, Deke was fucking shafted. He was easily one of the more memorable characters in the first game, to the point that I would say his boss fight was probably one of the high points of Fear Effect 1. And in this game, they just kind of totally ignored him. And that kind of sucks. He's just there for stage 4 and that's it. After that, he fucks off and you never see him again. That was fucking weak. We know next to nothing about Deke. Glass is the only one that really get a lot of that. Hana as well, but with Hana's stuff that we really knew about Fear Effect 1. Still, the Rain was just there, unconscious, and Hana like I see what they were trying to do, but I still feel like it's. Again, it's not as polished as Fear Effect 1's story. Fear Effect 1's story was like the right beats, the right this. The big issue with it, apart from maybe not having, debatably not having more character development for Deke, but maybe that's the point. I would probably say is that Wee Ming is kind of a boring character, and she's supposed to be the core of the story, or at least one of the important cores of the story, and that I felt was really weak, and that the ending was a little abrupt. But Fear Effect 2, the end issue is way worse than the first game. The first game was more like handled it mostly well. Fear Effect 2 didn't handle it as well. Yeah, I like the first game more. Honestly, it's an 8. This is like a 7.5. Maybe on the normal difficulty scaling, normal difficulty scale, this is more of a. Some of the hard combat sections aren't as annoying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Chapter 3 is actually way more fun on a replay on normal. I get the feeling it would probably be a lot more fun. Maybe Chapter 6 as well. I still imagine it would probably be hard, but not as annoying. Because 7 doesn't have much in the way of combat. 7 doesn't have much in the way of combat. It's more puzzles. Some of them are kind of boring, some of them are kind of neat. It's definitely way more puzzle heavy and not as stealth focused, which I actually think that's kind of lame. I like the simple, practical stuff of the first game, and the second game practically ignoring it, except for like the second chapter. And then some very individual bits here and there, like Chapter 3, it's just kind of eh. I like the fact that pretty much every chapter has its own unique enemy roster. That's something that the first game tried to do, but it didn't do as well as the second game. That was cool. That I appreciated. There's definitely a lot more variety. It feels like you're going on a big wild adventure. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. 7.5, I think. 7.5. Maybe on a replay or normal, I wouldn't be surprised if I like it more. It's like a 7.75. I was looking up, by the way, a guide right now to find out why the fuck the art gallery codes weren't working. It's because you have to input it in the title screen. And he was written in 2001. And there's this guy, his wish list for Fear Effect 3 is no more in-game menus and so on. It's like have a pause menu to select stuff, and that's funny because now I realize in Fear Effect Inferno, you can pause the game and select your items. They actually changed out a lot now that I think about it. The movement, no longer tank controls. You select the weapon. You select the weapons at least in a menu that you can pause. I think there was a target lockout feature. They addressed a lot and expanded with it being kind of a cellular beat 'em up. Like, at least what little I played now, they were clearly listening to criticisms, but still. Trying to find the guy who. Fear Effect 3 wish list. Okay, I think this is it. Oh yeah, no more real-time menu on the PS2. Have vehicles you can drive in. Even smarter enemies. I'm sorry, but the strategy game AI is just dumb. Bring rain to the story. That's it. I can only come with this. This was written in March of 2001, I think. Last revised March 22nd, 2001. So pretty shortly after the game came out. The game came out on February 21st, 2001. The first game actually came out in February 24th, 2001. So yeah, this game basically had like 1 year of development at most. And I probably say it was less. Like, if the final build is... What? Let me check. I'm gonna quit here. Let me check the ISO of the first game real quick. One second, please. Dock station, games. Let me check. Still using the WAV files. Okay. Oh no, even less. The final executable is dated January 12, 2001. No, this actually had less than 1 year of development. Like, well, actually not that much. It's about 2 weeks less. The first game was completed on February 1st, 2000. but still, this would imply that this had at least 2 weeks less. Like even if they started off immediately, like they start off in like March 2000, yeah, they probably had less than a year. Or like I wouldn't be surprised if they had like 10, 11 months. I'm actually mind fucked then that they actually managed to pull it off so good. It makes me wonder if they actually had more time. They were able to release it like mid to late 2001. Maybe this would have been a fucking masterpiece. As it stands, it has it fixes quite a few problems the first game had. Less stingy with ammo. Um, I guess well, not a problem, but much better. I mean, more variety. I mean, the actual character writing is better. I think the plot isn't, but the character writing is. It has a lot of fun scenes. But yeah, it feels like one step forward, one step backwards. Overall, almost a great game, but it's the first game is definitely better. I like this though. I can see playing this again like normal just for shits and giggles. Because it definitely is quite fun. But I definitely think after stage 5, I would say more properly after Hana section in stage 6, the game starts to drop off and it doesn't really recover. There are some interesting moments here and there, but the game definitely doesn't recover. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Salar, you probably won't see this, but thanks for stopping by so far. Slap as well. For the time to do it, and of course for you, Mario. Thanks for helping me out with this section. Final thoughts. I would definitely recommend playing the Fear Effect games, the first two. I would definitely say the first game is a lot better. Honestly, the first game is a lot better. The second game is good. It's almost great, and I can kind of see why somebody preferred the second game over the first one. At least on normal difficulty skill, I can kind of see that. It's not as unforgiving when it comes to the combat, even on hard. Like I would really say it's just 2 sections in chapter 3 and then just chapter 6 that are like hard combat wise. The rest of the game combat wise is actually quite easy, surprisingly easy, even on hard. Surprisingly easy so far as you're not like, completely fucking stupid. Well, at least surprisingly easy compared to the first game, which was a lot more punishing. But yeah, I'm repeating myself. I don't have anything else to say. Thanks for stopping by. And next stream will not be CCC. You'll have to wait about CCC. But next stream will be Fear Effect Inferno. Because I'm really curious about this. I'm really curious. I wanted to play these games to have, so you guys had some idea as to what was Fear Effect Inferno, and also because I always wanted to beat Fear Effect 1 and 2 was a game I always had interest in. I never was able to get it as a kid. So yeah, now I'm definitely interested in seeing Fear Effect Inferno, which to my understanding was apparently very far into development before it was canned. In fact, the build we had from April 16, 2003 is actually not too far from the month the game went into hold. Based on the investigations I did, I googled at Wikipedia. An iOS representative said the game's development was on hold on May 21st, 2003, at the current time, which seems to imply that it was actually put on hold before May 21st. Then a report came out by IGN on February 6, 2004, which confirmed that the game apparently was the first to be cancelled. Eidos started suffering really huge debt problems, likely as a result of Daikatana and Ion Storm and their bad business practices in general. So apparently the game was put on hold at some point in May of 2003. So this build would actually be really close to when the game was put on hold. And they basically had two options. Either delay the game again to give it the time it needed, because they apparently didn't think it was good enough, or cancel it. And the option was to cancel it. Obviously, it's speculated that the real reason the game was cancelled was just because iOS was just in deep shit and they needed like surefire hits. And it hadn't spent much on marketing now that I think about it. The game had one trailer at E3 2002, and that was it. So that probably didn't help either. Had they put a lot into marketing, I get the feeling that it probably wouldn't been as that to cancel it. The game was shown off in E3 2002. It was supposed to come out in winter 2002, but as the April build shows, the game was delayed before it was put on hold and then cancelled. What the fuck else was I supposed to say about this? I forgot. Oh yeah, about the E3 build. I think it was. No, not the E3 build. The Fear Effect Inferno about Chronos. Chronos. Apparently by late 2002, early 2003, actually shopped Fear Effect Inferno around to different publishers because apparently idols was starting to have the cold feet about Fear Effect 3. And they showed it around all the publishers and no one bid. Development apparently went on given the April 16 build date before eventually a couple of weeks after that build, or maybe even a month, the game was put on hold and then just cancelled. I'm guessing them trying to shop it around publishers was just to have a plan B, and also to probably pressure iOS into, hey, don't ignore us, but didn't pan out. And Chronos, I believe, went under after Fear Effect Inferno was cancelled. It's a shame, really, because I like the Fear Effect games. I like the first game more. Part of that is nostalgia. Part of that is I think it's very well put together. The second game, there are parts of it that I fucking love, but I do feel like, but like I said, I do feel like the end feels a bit anticlimactic and could have been done better. I guess at least I could say that the final boss fight is harder than the one in the first game. That was literally just the same fucking boss fight earlier. The real final boss fight, anyways, in Fear Effect 2 is that fucking Simon Says bullshit. But it definitely feels like the game lasts as long as it does because of the puzzles. Sure, it's longer because of combat, but the puzzles definitely make it last longer. But I think most are pretty well done. I really like the one with Hana at the start of stage 6, where you have to go around with the objects, try to figure out what they're supposed to do. I thought that was actually really fucking cool. That was one of my favorite parts about the game. It felt the closest to Fear Effect 1, but tonally and story like almost as a contrast to the first game. Note that the second game is all about things improving, getting better, and even ascend to heaven. It's all clean, whereas the first game is like the complete opposite. It's actually a really interesting contrast that they made. That's something I really appreciate about Fear Effect 2. It's also it more clearly separates the darker part, like the high stuff, with the Ascension stuff, whereas Fear Effect 1 almost starts to mix it as early, the Cyberpunk with the Hell stuff, it starts to mix it as early as the second stage. And they're almost kind of inseparable, whereas in Fear Effect 2 it's more cleanly separated. It's almost like you can separate stages 1 through 3 are like the game's first half, and stages 4 to 7, well also 8, are like the game's second half. Well, maybe you could include stage 4 as well, but stages 5 to 8 is just like a small epilogue. Yeah, stage 1 through 3 is like the first half, and the stages 4 to 7 like the second half. They have a noticeable split in terms of what they try to do. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll probably reiterate this information about Inferno tomorrow anyways, but thanks for stopping by again, and see you next time.